It's been a rarity this preseason where you've had the expected rotation, whether it's been starters or the bench, and we've seen a lot of the young guys. Is it difficult to take a lot out of it, and I guess what do you take out of this truncated preseason?
I think the way we wanted to implement the new system, what Coach Ham and the coach staff want us to, how we want to approach the game both offensively and defensively. Obviously, we mix match with a lot of lineups and things of that nature. So, but the way we want to play, no matter who's out on the floor, that's what you take from it. So, I thought from the preseason we had some great moments, we had some good moments, we had some not so good moments. But, we're a team that's going to continue to learn each other, and every day we have to stack days. We have to get better every day. Either in practice while we're on the floor, or if it's film sessions, or whatever the case may be, and move forward. But it begins now. The season is here, so we got to get better.
Darvin wanted to get a look at this new lineup with Russ coming off the bench. Of course, he leaves after only a few minutes, but just wondered what you thought about that thought process and how that could impact you guys with both the first and the second unit.
Well, I think, we have the ability to go to many lineups, and Coach has done a great job, obviously, so far, just kind of mix-matching lineups and seeing, I guess what he sees that's going to best fit us, once the regular season starts. But we won't know, honestly, until we become whole, and injuries obviously is a part of the game, but, we'll know once we get, fully healthy and everybody's back in uniform and ready to go.
Injuries have been a story for this team for the last year plus. Weirdly sort of fitting that this experiment with Russ, which has also been maybe in the works for a little while, you only get 5 minutes of it. What did you see in those 5 minutes? It's a really, really tiny sample size.
Nothing. Nothing. I mean, I didn't see anything. I thought Russ definitely made some great plays when he came in. A couple of dip shots to the bigs. The tempo was pretty good, but hey, I mean, that's not even a sample size. That's even smaller than that. So, we didn't see much, out of it.
What were your big takeaways this preseason about this group? Did your feelings about this team change at all?
No, I mean, because I always come in optimistic about every season, no matter what the team that I've played for throughout my career. So, I've always been high energy, high level, high optimism coming into the season. And, I like the way our team is constructed, but we have to continue to work, because, a lot of the Western Conference teams, a lot of the NBA teams right now have been together, for a couple years or a few years, and we haven't. So we can't have an opportunity to not, get better on a day-to-day basis. And we have to always understand how important each day is. And you look at the top teams in the West. You got the, the Clippers, and you got Phoenix. You got, you got Denver. And that's just to name a few of the teams that's gonna come out and be ready to go right from the jump because of the chemistry that they've had. For quite a while now. So, we're one of the teams that has to continue to learn on the fly and not waste a day.
LeBron, despite those 5 minutes, just your opinion of the choice to bring Russ off the bench. Do you see the logic in staggering both you guys, and do you see where it could be good, and what's your vision there?
I really don't have an opinion. I think, whatever, it takes for our team to be as well equipped and the guys that feels comfortable as possible. I think it was just something for us to look at tonight. It wasn't something that's set in stone, but I'm also not sure. I show up every day, to put the guys in position to be successful when we're on the floor, no matter who's out on the floor. And Russ is going to be a big piece of our club, no matter whatever role that he has, and the rest of us. We all have to be ready for whatever.
Brian, you spent a lot of your formative years playing under Coach Mike Brown. Can you just talk about what your relationship is like with him and what kind of coach the Kings are getting?
Someone that's, if you don't defend, you won't be on the floor. When he came to Cleveland, we became one of the best defensive teams in the league every single year. And that gave us a chance to win every single night. Offensively, some nights we weren't that good, but we always was in the games because we defended.